Isn't it reasonable, Archbishop, that if you, as the Archbishop, and your team saw fit to put them under monitoring, as you've described in this program, isn't it reasonable that the public and the parishioners in the community of faith be advised that there is a reason to put a priest under monitoring, and that you have this program so they can know there is an issue?
Objection calls for a legal conclusion. Go ahead if you can answer.
Could you rephrase the question for me, please?
Why didn't you tell the people that you had a number of priests under monitoring?
I believe that we felt that we could monitor the situation without making a total disclosure to the people.
You still feel that way?
No, I do not.
What made you realize that that was a bad decision?
Well, objection, that's argumentative.
What made you realize it was a bad choice?
Same objection, argumentative.
I think over my tenure as being Archbishop, I have had new insights into how we should proceed with these situations.
And so when did you realize that?
I can't give you an exact date, but it's been probably over the last 2 years. I've come to appreciate that.
So in the last 2 years, once having realized it, what did you do about it to correct it?
Well,
in terms of public disclosure,
we made sure that if there was an incident that happened, that the trustees of the parish would be informed of that. And then, of course, last October we made a full disclosure.
Are you sure it wasn't December that you made that disclosure?
I don't recall the exact date.
When you say full disclosure, what do you mean by that then?
Of the 43 persons that we've put on our website.
Archbishop, you have resisted very vigorously through your council and publicly the dissemination of the list of accused offenders, incredibly accused offenders, have you not?
Objection, it's again a legal conclusion. You can answer to the extent you know, Archbishop.
That is to the public.
Could you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
You have continuously, until ordered by the court, resisted making a public disclosure of the names of the credibly accused offenders on the list compiled by the Archdiocese, have you not?
Objection, that misstates the facts and the evidence.
My understanding is that we voluntarily disclosed those names, the first names on the John J. list. We voluntarily went to the court asking them to unseal those names because there had been such a notoriety, I would say, about that list of John J. And as we discovered, and as we've made public since then, that there were names on that John J. list that should not have been there, who had not abused children.
Archbishop, you are aware that it was our office that has persisted in trying to get those lists disclosed by you and your office for years, including in the John Doe 76C case, correct? You're aware of that?
I'm aware of that, yes.
And you're also aware, are you not, that you released that list only after we brought another motion before Judge Vandenorth, and it was very evident and imminent that it was going to be required, correct?
Objection, misstates facts and evidence. Go ahead.
I don't recall that, no.
So you're saying to us today, under oath, that you made the conscious choice to voluntarily release that list
We did, yes.
when you did?
Yes.
And you made that choice for what reason?
Well, in an attempt to be transparent with our publics, with the Catholics in the pew, because the media had made such a big deal out of the John Jay list.
It was public pressure, wasn't it?
I wouldn't say so. I think it was conversion on my part to see that this was something we should do.
Was it legal pressure by us?
No, sir.
No influence, huh?
I wouldn't say that, no.
Okay.
There were multiple
Okay.
influences.
If it wasn't us, and it wasn't the media bringing pressure, you say you had conversion. What gave you this conversion then? If it wasn't public pressure by us or the media?
Discussion with my team.
Who?
It would be my communications director, my chancellor for civil affairs, my chancellor for canonical affairs, my auxiliary bishops, my moderator of the Curia.
And who urged you to keep it quiet on that team up until that time?
Object to the form.
I can't recall anyone specifically doing that.
Before you actually had this conversion after meeting with the team that you described, had any urged you to make it public so that the public could know who was on it?
I don't recall.
From 2008 until 2013, you made the choice to keep that list secret, did you not?
It already had been kept secret, and I didn't see any reason to disclose.